All right, Cody, so we're out at the range and we're gonna work on revolver grip because there's a lot of different ways to hold this gun. It's not a gun you shoot a lot. So I'm gonna show you a couple of the different options that we have, and then we're gonna have you try them out, see what you like best, and shoot some rounds.
For sure, because I need to know where to put my thumb.
Right. Well, and that's kind of the big question, right? The current debate is where does your support hand go and where does your support thumb go? Because on this gun, everybody agrees, regardless of how you're setting up the grip, try to get as high up on the backstrap as you can, right? Same as a semi-auto, eliminate that axis of recoil. Now, where the disagreement begins is what happens after my support hand makes contact with the gun. Because this is all still pretty much the same. Support hand comes in, but in the traditional grip, which is called thumb on thumbnail, my dominant thumb's going to tuck itself down, and then my support hand's going to roll over the top of it and lock those two thumbs together like this.
Yeah.
Now, this is very stable, works pretty well, and I've got a lot of good meat on the gun, right?
Yeah.
Lots of people like that. I like that. However, what I prefer is a little bit less traditional, and that's going to be a thumbs forward grip. And that's just like you would hold a semi-auto pistol. And I started doing this because when I started learning how to shoot revolvers, I already learned how to shoot an auto, and I didn't actually know the right way to do it. So I just grabbed the gun the way I would normally, placing my thumb along the bottom side here under the cylinder. Now, for me, this grip works really well. I don't recommend it for everybody. I recommend that people try them both and see what works the best for them. One advantage for me when using my thumb over here on the support side of the gun, though, is that when I'm shooting this gun fast, I get a lot of trigger finger in here, and that can steer the gun to the left, so my support side thumb can actually help drive it back on target and keep things nice and stable.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get our ears on.
Yeah.
I'm going to demo a couple of shots, then we're going to hand this bad boy off to you and see which one you like best.
Cool.
So using that weak hand grip with my thumb forward, I'm able to get out on target very easily. The gun stays straight and it stays nice and flat for both of those shots. So you've got 4 left. Let's try a couple of rounds with the thumbnail tucked in.
All right.
So you're gonna tuck your strong thumb, and there you go. Put your support thumb right on top of that nail. All right, and I can see that didn't feel quite that comfortable for you.
I have to think about that because I come from shooting semi-autos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
So go ahead and try your thumbs forward grip. That was better. Just from looking at the results on target, you're able to get better hits on target using a grip that was more natural to you.
Yeah.
So the real lesson for this when we're talking about revolver grip, at least as far as I'm concerned, is figure out what works the best for you, right? If you've spent your entire life shooting semi-automatic pistols, maybe try to shoot it like that. You know, if this was a smaller gun, like one of our 856 Tauros or a 605, I might recommend a different grip. But because we have the space on this gun to get a full thumbs forward firing grip, I think that works the best, at least for me, and obviously for you.
So one question here I think a lot of people are going to be concerned about is like, what about the blast from the round on an open cylinder?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
On your thumb, right?
So cylinder gap is a concern, especially if you're shooting high pressure Magnum cartridges. And you'll notice when I'm holding this, my thumb is nowhere near the cylinder gap. I also have short thumbs. If you have big, long thumbs and your thumb comes up here, don't use this grip.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And the other thing that I can tell you 100% of the time is, regardless of what you've seen in movies or television, don't put your hand up here. Doesn't matter if it's a 22 or anything like that. Keep your thumb down here under the cylinder and behind the front of the cylinder, and you'll be fine.
Awesome.